Hey guys, welcome. So for today's video, I have um. Let me see what I'm gonna title it. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna title it. These are books I'm intrigued that are releasing this year. These are not gonna include my anticipated releases because those are my actual anticipated releases. These are books that intrigued me. So let's start off with um I think I'll put a picture here. First up, we have And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. This is the second book in the Heartstring series. The first one is First Time Caller. Have yet to read it, but this one is interesting to me personally. So it's two competing meteorologists are forced to find common ground in this opposite attract when Harry meets Sally inspire romance. Okay, so Jackson Clark and Delilah Sawyer have their fair shares of run-ins over the year, often ending in disaster when Jackson thrives on routine and organization from the comfort of his radio booth. Delilah loves a spontaneous and adventure out in the field. When they are partnered against their will to cover the storm of the century, they find themselves scrambling to figure out how to work together. I love a good forced proximity romance, and this is it. This releases February 24th. Next up, we have The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. This is the fifth book in the Vancouver series. I think I read the first two books. I still need to read 3, 4, and 5. 3 and 4 before I read this one. But it's all hockey romance. This whole series is hockey romance. So this is former star player Tate Ward has become easily the best coach in professional hockey, leading the Vancouver Storms to victory. Everyone is in love with the handsome, authoritative single dad except Jordan Hathaway, the newest member of the Vancouver Storm team. Jordan was more than comfortable behind her bar at the team's favorite watering hole when her father turns to sell the team. Though she aspired to put her grievances aside and work with the man who likes everyone but her. Coach Tate Ward releases the 3rd of February. The next one is In Her Own League by Elise Tom 40. Her series, the Windy City series, I only read Caught Up and Play Along by her, so it's Kai and Isaiah. So I read those two because it's a baseball romance, and I'm a sucker for a good baseball romance. So this is, I think, she's the first female team owner in the Major League Baseball, and Reese Remington is the coach of that team. And I don't know, it is a age gap story, I believe, and it is a maybe enemies to lovers story as well. So something like that. This releases on March 3rd. Then we have A Killer Kind of Romance by Lizedia Lurie. Man, I butchered her name. This releases the 13th of January. So this, okay, I remember right. So a crime podcast host must solve a chilling serial killer's case while navigating an unexpected romance with her mysterious next door neighbor. Scarlett doesn't do romance. She is made a name for herself narrating gritty crime fiction on the local podcast. But when her boss hands her the reins of the network's romance show, Scarlett finds herself neck deep in swooning love stories on top of her usual murder plots. The next one is Romance is Dead by Kate Vaughn. This releases the 20th of January. So, I love this blurb. So, roses are red, violets are blue, romance is dead, but is their true love true? Scream Queen has had it with scary movies. After years of Hollywood's horror it girl, she's sick of the tabloids and off-camera screen drama. She decides one last film before quitting for good. All that stands in her way is the leading man, Teddy James, reality TV star re-owned playboy. Teddy has looks to kill but absolutely no talent, aka Quinn's worst nightmare. That's until they stumble literally across a dead body on the scene. Everyone believes it's a tragic accident, but Quinn's not too convinced. She offers Teddy acting lessons in exchange for his help investigating. As Teddy and Quinn dig deeper, she begins to wonder what's most at risk here, their life or her heart. Is this a series? Because if it is, oh my gosh, she has another one. So, this is brand new. Okay, this is also going to be added into my interested list. So it's If Love Could Kill by Kate Vaughn. This is All's Fair in Love and Murder. Myra, Hollywood makeup artist, has dreamt of finding the kind of love promised from her favorite romantic comedies. But after years of false starts and disappointment, she's given up on her own happily ever after to focus on her career. So when an old actor friend enlists her to make over celebrities invited to his murder mystery weekend. Yep, this is going on my interest. This releases June 18th. The next one is This Book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. This releases the 3rd of February. Wants a chance to hear her heart when Telly Nightingale receives a call telling her birthday gift from fiance is waiting for her at the local bus shop. It couldn't come more as a surprise, partly because she can't remember the last time she read a paper pager, mainly because Joe died 5 months ago. The gift is simple: 12 carefully chosen books from Joe, one for each month, to help her turn the page on her first year without him. Oh, this book is gonna break my heart. Up we have How to Write a Love Story by Catherine Welsh. This releases March 10th. So an ambitious editor travels to Ireland to help the daughter of a fantasy author legend complete her father's final work, only to fall in love with her in the process. For that one. And then we have Spellbound by Murder, a Majestic Hollow bookshop mystery. This releases March 10th. Gilmore Girls means triumph, and this spellbinding cozy mystery featuring a magical bookshop run by 3 generations of women when her grandmother suffers of a nasty fall asks for help managing the business. Coffee-addicted single mother Veronica Blackthorn moves her 16-year-old rom-com obsessed daughter to Mystic Hollow, Connecticut. Veronica is excited to return to England, but when she arrives, she quickly finds out that Mystic Hollow books her grandmother's pride and joy needs more than the TLC. I don't know if this says romance, but I do want to read it. This one is Love Song by Elle Kennedy. This releases March 17th. This book is about Blake Logan and Wyatt Graham. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that one because I don't want to read more into it because I haven't read The Graham Effect and the books after that one. We have Deadly Fates by Tessa Tatsi. So Deadly Fates sing with a profound spirit, exploring the consequences of a war and the scars cut by nobility during trying times. Oh, I remember. So this has touched a bit of necromancy, which I've seen in Legacies. So have you seen Legacies? I wanted to read that for that reason. So excited to get into that one. Next up is The Gilded Blade by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the third book in the Brothers Hearthstone, no, in the Grandest Games. So I'm not going to touch that because in order to read the Grandest Games, I had to read the first two books in the Inheritance, and I don't want to spoil them. Next up, we have The Escape Game. Let me see how this is. Okay, this is a horror mystery, thriller, fantasy, romance, murder mystery, whatever. It's all fun and games until someone ends up dead. 6 months ago, season 4 of the Escape Games ended in horror when contestant Alex Angelos was murdered on set. Now season 5 is underway. New contestants are already put their skills to the test, solving the show's trickiest escape rooms. Then we have Happy Ending by Chloe Leash. This releases April 14. Thea and Alex have 3 things in common. They love food, they hate where they live, and they're both divorced. Otherwise, they couldn't be more different. Thea never cooks a day in her life. Alex is a world-class chef. Alex resents feeling stuck in his own home, resents the town for not feeling more like home. Next is Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. Releases May 26. So, me favorite Brooke Berman. Despite being a homeless romantic, she is about to be a 30-year-old virgin. With 1 month before her milestone birthday, she is determined to finally lose it if her own anxiety doesn't slow her down. The next one is a second book in the series, so I'm not gonna read what it's about. But this is Broken Dove by Danny Francis. This is the second book in the Silver Elite series. Then we have It Never Came from Neverland by Cynthia Pelayo. This releases 9th of June. This Peter Pan meets Stephen King in this twisted horror retelling of a classic childhood story set in World War I, 1914. Wendy Darling works by day as a school teacher, and by night she assists soldiers who have returned from the Western Front. There is one mysterious person who, despite all the care they're given, is in deep asleep until unable to wake. One night he murmurs the word Peter Pan. Okay, I switched the battery already. Grabbed my drink. The next one I'm interested in is The Final Score by Lana Ferguson. It's a hockey romance. So a hockey romance and a grad student are into nice until they meet their match in this sexy romance. So Jack Baker is on top of the world now that he's back on the rink where he belongs, but the high comes crashing down when he injures his arm immediately following his return to the ice, but this time he might never play again. Abigail Thomas feels like she hit rock bottom. It's only been a few months since a massive scandal that served the chord between her and her narcissistic father now is in her last week of grad school. She's been kicked out of her building with very short notice. The last thing she wants to do is ask her half-brother for help after what she put him through. But it looked like his best friend, Spirit Bedroom, might be her only choice. This one, the name intrigued me. So we have You'll Be the Death of Me by Holly Michel. This is so Cole is spending the rest of his eternity as an overworked afterlife clerk, ripping the souls of afterlife emission when he accidentally reaps the wrong the Verdea Rogers Cole, and Verdea must race to fix his cosmic blunder and try not to catch feelings around the way. A swoony, whimsical romp. Next one is Accidentally Wed to a Werewolf by Isabel Taylors. This releases March 17th. I know I haven't said the release dates for some. I'll try to put somewhere on the screen the release dates for the ones I didn't. So this Grumpy Sunshine appeal of It Happened One Summer meets a cozy fantasy vibes of the Baby Dragon Cafe and this utterly charming, spicy Alaska faded mate romance. Welcome to Ravenclaw Haven, where monsters go to find some peace and quiet. Spoiled era's Luna Stack is meant to be sipping Mai Tais on the beach with her fun-loving fiance. Instead, she is Snowstorm strands her in Claws Haven, Alaska's cozy town full of monsters living quiet life. Actually, it's only one. The other one was the other one. From last year. So it's the third book in the Cadare Academy. So it's Sweet Vengeance by Tracy Wolff. I'm not gonna read what it's about because I do want to read the first two. This releases May 5th. So those are all the books I'm interested as of right now for 2026 that are not part of my most anticipated releases. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.